It's been moved by Commissioner Ballinger and second by Commissioner Wood that we accept staff's report and we'll open for discussion. Coming first, Commissioner Norby and then Commissioner Reed.
Running the 1,000-foot distance requirements got you to 15 or 20 parcels, and we have an adult ordinance where it's 1,000 feet and 500 feet. And did you run that model, and how many parcels were involved on that model?
We did run it. I know it was run because I don't recall the numbers though in terms of the ultimately how many sites were available throughout the county.
Well, regarding medical marijuana dispensaries, 1,000 feet and 1,000 feet netted us 15 or 20 sites. And if we run the 1,000 feet, 500-foot model, that's with the adult business, and how many sites would that net us?
Yeah, we did. Jeff, you did.
Yes,
we got 70 to 80 sites.
Right, we had 70, 80 parcels, and again, going by, you know, depending on where they're placed within those little, we call them pods area, I think there was upwards of 7 to 10 actual potential sites in the unincorporated county for adult entertainment.
All right, so just related to medical marijuana, did I hear that if we did the 1,000 and 500 analysis, it's about 70 sites? Is that, or did I not hear that?
The 70 sites was the adult entertainment where we were doing 1,000 to 500, and there was about 70, 80, and we did that run back in I think 2003.
But that also wasn't in industrial areas, or
no, it was exclusively industrial areas.
But it was, so that would be a good comparison, 70 or 80.
Would be a good comparison.
Okay, because to the makers of the motion, my concern is that if we limit to 15 or 20 sites, and those sites are either raw land, already built, already have a tenant, they may be a multi-tenant industrial park that's owned by the same owner, Qualcomm, and then does Qualcomm want to rent out 1,000 square feet? Well, maybe, maybe not. So we don't get into the free market in terms of what's available, what you can buy, and what you can lease, but there's a reality there. And if the reality is that we're down to maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 sites, it's too narrow, in my view. And so this commissioner would like to consider 1,000 feet and 500 feet instead of 1,000 feet and 1,000 feet.
Does it make a
I just want to understand this because I kind of don't disagree with making it broader. I think it is rather narrow right now, but if we go to, it's 1,000 feet now as proposed, and if we go to 500 feet, is that what you're proposing, Commissioner?
It would be consistent with the adult entertainment ordinance, which I believe is 500 feet near residential. Is that correct?
So it would be 500 feet residential and 1,000 feet with schools and churches and those uses? And we believe that would take it up to 70 sites?
They're going to verify that.
Yeah, let's.
That would take it up to approximately 70.
If we can verify that, then.
Okay. And while we're looking at that, I guess my concern is we're how many planning groups are there and how many sponsor groups are there? There's 20 some odd planning groups and 20 some odd sponsor groups, and we're a county in an unincorporated area of some 40 or 50 different communities. And if we are wanting to serve those communities, and my opinion on whether, I'm not going to get into whether it should be legalized or not, that's not what we're here for. We're here for zoning, what the court is, what the decisions are, what we're working under, land use, and if we're serving these communities from a land use perspective, it's a little narrow given all those communities.
And I'm sympathetic to your position there. Once we figure out what the other ordinance is, I would be willing to amend my motion.
Mr. Murphy, did you get the answer?
I'm trying to get it. I'm getting the zone. I apologize. I thought we had a zoning ordinance here, so it's coming.
No, you got no clear. No, we're going to get into the of course.
The second one entertained following the adult entertainment ordinance
Pending confirmation by staff here. Let me take a 10-minute break.
It probably is a cleaner approach to the issue. I haven't followed the same guidelines as adult entertainment.
And I think what we're doing,
if it's more strict, it's probably more subject to scrutiny.
Mr. Murphy, you think we need to take a break before you get the information?
Yeah. You give me 5 minutes. I think we can get that information for you.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Thank you.
500 feet from residential zones, 600 feet from churches, schools, playgrounds, and parks, and 1,000 feet from other adult entertainment facilities. Through the chair, Commissioner Norby, I believe what you were looking at is taking these buffer requirements that we have for adult entertainment and applying them to the medicinal marijuana ordinance, which I believe staff can support that.
Okay, does the maker of the motion...
The maker of the motion would amend his motion to support staff's recommendation with the additional, with the correction that facilities be located greater than 500 feet from residential zones, 600 feet from churches and like facilities, and 1,000 feet from other
schools and parks too.
Right, churches, schools, and parks, and 1,000 feet from other dispensaries.
There's a second. There's a
Second also agrees.
Call for the question. Please vote. Unanimous for all seated